Hey everybody, I want to take a little bit of time. It's been a little bit since I've did any updates. Still been working on the yellow Camaro and the red car, which I've been driving it a lot, and we'll go over that in a little bit too. But the biggest thing, what's right in front of us, we have a 1970 El Camino, new project. Honestly, I've had it probably about 2 years roughly, so I've had it for a little while, but I've been collecting parts, as you can tell, in the bed of the truck to put it together. I have a 12 bolts housing sitting in the other building that I managed to capture, get a good price on. The game plan with this thing is to do El Cheapo El Camino. The game plan is to put it together without spending a ton of money, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Hopefully as I do this, I'm going to break it down. I managed, and some of the stuff is going to be up to each person if you're going to be able to find it or not. I found the 12 bolt housing for 1970 for this thing. Just a housing. I think it was originally 331 out of a SS car. I found it for, I think I paid 150 bucks for it. But it was just a housing, very dirty. And then the shock mounts underneath, they were literally tore off. So I've already welded them up, and you'll see that. Hopefully I'll do a little segment here in the next video where we'll show you doing the rear end, setting it all up with 308 gears. Now, reason, once again, doing cheapo on this, I've kind of always wanted to have a El Camino. I don't think there's probably any more iconic than 70 or 67. And my uncle had this car, and we ended up working out a deal. And I got it. Weirdly enough, though, this is one of the projects that honestly started really kind of backwards, to be 100% honest with you. Because on Facebook Marketplace, I found this block. Now, it didn't look like all this when I got it, but just to show you, I think this is what, an L34. It's going to be kind of hard to see it. I think it's CTX. It's a 70 Chevelle out of Atlanta, or an Atlanta car. Nah, it's not Bell Focus good enough on it. I might insert a picture there. But it is a 70 Chevelle L34 block. So believe it or not, found the block first. And then I decided I gotta find a car to put it in. And I mean, what's cooler than an El Camino? So it is a 350 horse 396 short block. I have a set of, what are they? They're open, large oval 420 heads is what's on it. So it's 71 dated heads. I was trying to find the correct heads for it, couldn't do it. This will still be fine. I want to say the 420 heads were supposedly the best flowing. It's got the weirdest chamber, unlike the open chambers on 049s and all the other smog heads. But my game plan was a 87 pump gas motor, so it's a 9-to-1 compression big block. It has a ZZ502 cam in it. It's got roller rockers, all roller valve train, roller cam. It has a powder coated intake that I've done. It's got a Accell distributor in it with melanized cam gear, and we got some cheap stainless steel. We're gonna see if they're gonna fit. eBay headers. So right now I paid right at what, 150? I think it was $200. I might even talk them down to 150 bucks on the. It was the block, a crank, and rods. Basically, the guy put it together, and somehow it ate up a rod bearing, and he just pulled it out of the truck. So I ended up taking it, and once again building what you see here. Now, machine work in this motor, I have a total of $1,200, and that's doing the heads. I had to have 2 back cylinder sleeve because the guy left it outside and let water get back in them. So it's got the thinner sleeves in the back. Everything's put together. It is now 30 over 402. So, and I'm trying to think what I got in parts. The camshaft when I bought it, it's the Elgin. It is an ass temper. I want to say I paid at that time $240 for it. It has, believe it or not, I found the lifters. They're Lonati. I got them off eBay. I think I paid $150 for them. They're hydraulic roller. They were used. The guy ended up, I guess, messing one up. Had a brand new with it, set of 8. They seem to pump up fine. They don't seem to make any noise. I've got about $100 in the valve covers, and in the intake manifold, believe it or not, before I powder coated it, I have a total of $120, $130. It was on sale for one of the holidays. So once again, what I'm doing is piecing this together very cheap. What I'm going to do is do a paper in the next video, just a breakdown of what I've already got, so you can kind of see it. Water pump I've already had. I'm probably going to wait till Black Friday and do a serpentine setup on the front of it. That way it just keeps it nice and clean. There's ones that basically Speedmaster offers, and a few other white box retailers, that is very small. It fits a short water pump. It's just nice and clean. It's cheaper than me buying the power steering pump, alternator, the AC compressor, just for those three things, the whole front kit. So I'm probably going to lean towards that. So it's forged crank, forged rods, forged pistons. Pistons, by the way, I bought it on eBay too, believe it or not. I think I paid $250 for them. They got the domes on them. I mean, they look great. I had to fix a few of the ring lands, and that's part of the reason why they were so cheap, is the ring lands. It looked like somebody just threw the box, FedEx, UPS type thing, threw the box and just nicked up the ring lands so it would hold the ring. So I filed to fit them. Everything looks good. So if I had to guess, right now I don't have any more than probably $2,800 in a, once again, brand new top to bottom gasket, everything. And I'll break it down so you can get a better view of it. Big block, and once again being dated 70. So what's going behind that big block? I got a $700 R4 that's been rebuilt, brand new. I think I've got $1,200 in it with the converter. So it's going to go in here hopefully in the next couple days. Drop the motor and trans in the car. That way I can put the O2 sensors in the headers. So we got the $700 R4, $1,200. I'm thinking I actually might have a drive shaft that's going to be right length for it too, so saving money there. The truck came with tubular upper lower control arms when I bought it. I bought the truck for $2,800, something like that. Came with tubular upper lowers. It came with all the adjustable rear suspension for the truck. It come with a huge front sway bar, and I have a Tank's fuel injection tank kit. And speaking of that, I bought an entire ACES fuel injection for it. Once again, kind of why I'm going to need to drill and put the bungs in the headers. So it will be a big block fuel injected automatic overdrive 70L Camino. Now the wheels and tires on the thing came off the Nova, so kind of free, but you usually can pick up, you know, rallies, 15x7s, 15x8s. Usually you can pick them up, really $450 or so. I did splurge $100 and get these really pretty caps. Now, other stuff that I've already got. We got a brand new recovered seat, and I got door panels. Seat, I want to say I paid $300 or so for, and it's got a brand new cover on it. Guy wanted, I guess, to put bucket seats in the car. It's a great deal on it. Brand new door panels. We have a brand new American Auto Wire wiring harness. I got that from Allsley's. I want to say that was, when I bought it, right around $850 for it. I got an entire seat belt set up for it. It's got about $150 in that. New steering wheel. I mean, we got new parts, I promise. We got plenty of new parts. Now let me get in here and kind of show you what I've already done. I wish I did a little bit more documentation of it, but the entire bed has been sandblasted, put in epoxy. I have sandblasted the entire inside all up to the firewall. It's all in epoxy, and everywhere you see orange is places I've got to do either some kind of welding or filling in. This floor pan here, to the extent, it's kind of actually hard to see it, right here, all the way to here, I've actually replaced the entire back. So it's already buttoned up and done. Got to fix a little place here. Now getting to the dash. Now you don't have to do this, but I just personally like the round gauges better. This is out of a 71, if I'm not mistaken, Monte Carlo. Eventually I may buy the correct textured black dash, put in the truck, just because it looks nice. There's a brand new steering wheel, same thing, got it off of Facebook Marketplace. I think I paid $150 for that. There's the shroud and all is actually in the box. I'll have to get the horn emblem. So got quite a bit of stuff to do on this one, but it's mostly solid. I mean, the truck doesn't look bad. It's original Astro Blue with blue interior. I'm going to do it back Astro Blue with black interior because I'm probably going to use this as my get around thing for a while. and goof off. But the body's not real rough. A couple bubbles in the bottom of the fender. Some kind of ding here, which is definitely fixable. I had to fix the door here too. Somebody had pulled and really tore the door skin. We've already done that. Ding up here. Tailgate's got a few dings in it. That might be a easier to replace than fix thing. We'll look at it. I mean, if it makes more sense, sandblast it and fix it in body work. We'll save money. And then we got to sandblast the outside here. Anywhere there's rust is going to get blasted. And then we'll do all the body work to it. Now, what's unique with it, this is an original deluxe El Camino. I don't know what original motor was in it. I have no idea. It's got the V8 motor mounts in it. It's not the 307 motor mounts. It's disc brake. It was air conditioned, power steering, power brake. I mean, it's got quite a bit of options on the truck. But my game plan is to make a driver. Now, other stuff I got to fix or replace. Hood, somebody's already folded it over. As cheap as these hoods are, 380 bucks or so, $400. I can put another non-cow flapper, cow hood on it because they look good. So with this one, what the game plan is, once again, is 396 402 motor, 700 R4. I got a 308 gear set that I've already got, paid for. It came out of one of the Camaros. I want to say it came out of the yellow car, and I put that 307, because I put 308s is what Yukon makes to put back in it. So I've got it. There's a little bit of oxidation on one of the gear teeth. I don't think it'll make any noise. And once again with this, I like the positive traction just in case I want to pull something with it. It's usable. So, oh, a couple other things too. I got a electric fan and radiator. That's a 4-row dual electric fans. This is an eBay special thing. I want to say I paid, it was on sale too. I want to say a whole kit was 250 bucks. So once again, we'll kind of do a breakdown of what I've got in everything. And then once again, fix the holes in the floor, bed line the floor, put the keel mat all over it, seal it up some. That'll make it a lot nicer to drive it. The only real big thing I actually do not have to this thing that I really want is aftermarket AC. Now, if any of you guys out there have done it, I've put the nostalgic AC parts AC kit on this thing. It works fine. Unfortunately, it was over a year, and by the time I actually got to try it out, and the expansion valve on the brand new system was bad. So you had to go all under the dash, fix all of it. But it's all right now, and I drive it, enjoy it. It gets a lot of attention. It does well even at car shows. I got the big wheels on the back, C5 brakes in the front. So you're gonna see a bunch with this thing, hopefully some driving. Only thing really left to do on this car right now is I do need to take it. It's got a rough alignment. I haven't put any of the shims yet in the upper low A-arms. I don't have the stuff to do that with 17-inch wheels. The hub's so far back you can't even put the snap-on alignment tool on it to do it. So I'm gonna have to unfortunately take it somewhere, I believe. But it's pretty sharp. So stay tuned. Once again, this is going to be a quicker, not so drawn out stuff. Since I got so much of it, it won't be a, hey, let's wait on COVID to get parts. Things I'm going to try to finish today, if possible, is get the stuff here painted. Once again, it's in epoxy. I just sanded it down a little bit. That way I can, hopefully, this evening, go ahead and drop in the big block and transmission. Alright, I'll be right back.